Hello, Home Slices. This is Kara with Home Slice Adulting, coming to you with a moving chronicles update, I guess. So, for those of you who don't know, my fiance and I purchased a house in Washington State. This is both of our first time owning a home. And so we purchased a house back towards the end of June, and throughout the course of July, we have been moving our stuff over, getting our affairs in order with repairs and whatnot, and painting and doing little projects around the house and all that kind of stuff. So we've been moving little things here and there over the past week, and Saturday was the big day for us to move all the big stuff. So we got I think it was a 15-foot U-Haul, and packed up our big furniture items that wouldn't fit in our car, such as our bed and our sofa and entertainment center, and my desk, and other stuff that would fit in there too, as well. And we packed that up and we drove it over to Tacoma, and we drove it over, and I was not feeling the best because I had kind of twisted my ankle, and so I wasn't able to move as much stuff as I normally would be, but I moved a considerable amount of stuff, went up a considerable amount of stairs, and then we transported our dog over, and he has been getting used to the new house now. And so yesterday I unpacked the kitchen and watched or listened to some Judge Judy while I was unpacking the kitchen. And today I went back to our old apartment because we technically have it until tomorrow, and I started doing some cleaning up of the area. I cleaned the entire bedroom. I vacuumed it, dusted, wiped any fingerprints or smudges off the walls, you know, wiped down stuff. I washed one final load of dishes in the dishwasher there, and they're gonna dry overnight until we can go back tomorrow and pick those up. I picked up a bunch of stuff that was just laying on the floor, things that didn't make it into boxes or whatever. I picked up my 2 orchids, which were the last plants that I had left over there. You know, dusted. I vacuumed maybe half of the living room, the living area, made sure the closets were all cleaned out, and, you know, essentially we just have 2 final we basically have just 2 final steps, and that is cleaning the bathroom, which is pretty much the bane of my existence. Like, I don't like cleaning bathrooms because I'm too detail-oriented of a person to, like, let it be what it is. Like, I have to get into all the nooks and crannies and the crevices. Also, I want my deposit back. We paid a considerable deposit, okay, because our credit was not where we wanted it to be when we moved in. So we had to pay a considerable amount of money in order to secure that apartment. And so we want as much of that back as possible because we have a lot of repairs and stuff. Well, not a lot. We have repairs that we need to get done in our house, and that security deposit would go a very long way. So I have been cleaning the crap out of that apartment and making sure that I'm real detail oriented. And just today all I did was spray some cleaning solution in the tub and let that sit overnight, so hopefully all of the stains and stuff come out real good tomorrow when we go back. But yeah, I grabbed some of the last things that were left over there. We still have a few things to pack up, like the cleaning supplies that we're going to be using tomorrow, and again, some of those dishes. And then one of the other last things is like some of the groceries we have left in the refrigerator. We haven't brought any of those over yet. So but I cleaned out the cabinets, the drawers. I did not do a cleaning of the oven. I'm not doing that. That's where I draw the line. But tomorrow we just have a few last little things to do, sweeping and mopping the kitchen. I got all the spider webs out the corners already. Y'all, spiders are crazy up here in Washington. Like, they're everywhere, okay? This must be their ideal climate or something. I don't get it. But anyways, yeah, we're like about to officially be to the point where we don't have a place to go back to. Like, we are in this new house now, and there is no traveling back and forth between the apartment and the house to come drop stuff off, or to come do repairs at the house and then go back to sleep at the apartment. And like, things are really becoming real. And the other day, yesterday, I was just sitting in the house, sitting on the couch, icing my ankle, trying to allow myself a day to recuperate after spending, you know, an entire day the day before, walking up and down the stairs and moving stuff around and that type of stuff, and actually trying to rest my ankle so it would be okay today for when I clean the apartment. I was just thinking, I was like, it is so crazy. It is so weird. It is so unreal. It is so surreal that I'm actually a homeowner now. And I was down in the basement watching Netflix, a new show that I ended up finishing. It was called Get Even. It's kind of a British show, and it was actually pretty good if you're into like teen dramas. But I was like, I cannot believe we own a house, and I cannot believe we own a house with this many bedrooms, and that, you know, I don't know where the dog is at all times, and that he can be out in the yard and just roam around and not have me take him out on a leash. That he can go out to the yard, do his business, and then come back into the house. It's just so, it's such a surreal situation. And one thing that I haven't really acknowledged on my YouTube channel, at least, or in these moving Chronicles things that I have been doing, is that I am just super grateful to God for all that he has blessed us with since we moved up here, because I don't know that under different circumstances we would have been able to be in the position that we're in now, where we are under 30 and are in our first home, and where, you know, we as black people, that's like another part that I really want to acknowledge, is that for years African American people and other people of color, maybe not so much, as black people, have been discriminated against when it comes to banking and getting loans. And while people call it redlining, you know, more simplified, it's called racism. And the fact that we as two black people under 30 are able to be in a position where we're making enough money for somebody to lend us a large chunk of money so that we can begin to have or create generational wealth within our, you know, family, I think it's wonderful, and I'm super grateful for that, and grateful to God that we had the opportunity to do this, especially knowing where we came from and our backgrounds and whatnot. So I'm just really, really grateful for that. So I guess I'll end on that note. We've just been doing a lot of stuff. I think in my next videos, I'm going to come to you all with more things that I've been doing around the house, maybe some decoration stuff, or unpacking stuff and all that jazz. So thanks so much for watching.